Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
As victims of insurgency worsen in the northern region of Nigeria, efforts have been made by the federal government to enhance children's protection during war and conflict. To further buttress this commitment, the government of Nigeria, through its Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, signed an agreement with the United Nations System and the UNICEF country office in Nigeria at the Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs to enable the prompt handover of children encountered during an armed conflict in Nigeria and the Lake Chad Basin. Onyema, while speaking at the occasion, noted that the handover protocol seeks to avoid military detention of children for immediate rehabilitation and reintegration so as to protect their individual rights in the country.
In spite of the fact that wars also affect adults, children are unfortunate that there is a swift implementation of the agreement, that the Nigerian government put in place some measures as a matter of priority to secure the rights of the children who are the victims of war. Some of the measures put in place by the federal government of Nigeria to address these issues include the dissemination of security agencies' order to the rank and file and a political directive to relevant government authorities on the contents and practical implementation of the protocol. The second one is a facilitation and provision of access to government focal points and UNICEF to jointly carry out a monthly visit to all security agencies' detention facilities in order to assess the needs of children and provide timely care and support to children under security agencies' jurisdiction. Very sincerely thank the United Nations system in Nigeria in general, and also the UNICEF country office in Nigeria in particular, for your unflinching support to the Federal Republic of Nigeria in its efforts to make the lives of the citizenry more secure.
Earlier, the country director of UNICEF, Ms. Christiane Modiat, while applauding the federal government's effort for the unconditional release of 2,677 children, inclusive of 887 girls, thus pledging the UNICEF continuous support to the protection and promotion of the rights of children affected by armed conflict, including those adopted, armed or recruited by armed bandits in the region.
Per Article 7 of this agreement, UNICEF will support the measures to put in place in detail the operation plan to implement the agreement. Also, UNICEF will ensure that adequate technical and financial resources are allocated to implementing the plan based on the high priority given to the welfare and the best interests of children encountered during security agency operations and to enhancing their reintegration into society. With the firm commitments made by the stakeholders to implement the handover protocol, this constitutes a call to action for all of us to appoint a focal point. Is looking very much forward to work with all the stakeholders at all levels, in all the sectors, to reduce the impact of the conflict on children and achieve results for them in Nigeria.
The African Union 2021 report on the welfare and rights of children estimated that 6,000 Nigerian children live in prisons and detention centers across the country. It is for this reason that the federal government of Nigeria adopted the Child Rights Act in 2003 to domesticate the Convention on the Rights of the Child as it expands the human rights of the citizens in Nigeria's 1999 Constitution to children. Vincent Okushi, QTV News, Abuja.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.